like to request of feedback of everyone, whoever can at the end of this.
I didn't quite get the intention of like showing a little bit of the romance aspect of it, because I know where you were going with the movie overall, with the message, but I felt like you could have shown that, loving aspect of it in a different way. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, actually, I think it's really choice. Everybody has a different way of viewing. But I went it in a little settled way because I don't want to spend too much time in India story itself. Let's just have a cutoff of 10 minutes. I just want to come out quickly. And they do have a really bond, very well bond in the real story also. So there's a couple love marriage and all that stuff. They have a very good story of that. But I do not have so much time in the film itself, so I had to wrap within 10 minutes. So to create the bond between them, I think that I came up with that idea. And also that same bond, strong, loving bond, breaks in the end. So she hates him so much and she spits on his face. So that the flip has to happen very strongly. So I think in a short period of time. So I think that's the primary intention.
I appreciate you answering that, and that kind of makes sense, right? Given the time frame that you want to kind of give the message at the beginning, end it with that, closure the way you did. So I actually liked it. It was very engaging. I mean, even though I knew the story, I closely followed it. I was very intrigued and was watching it very keenly. So thank you for doing this, and I appreciate it.
First of all, congrats on this is very disturbed subject, and as you said, and in my mind, same thing. Like in 2012, the first Indian man sentence means we are it's recently like 15 years back thing. So what you should have some kind of guts to share these kind of things that the Indian man in US did these kind of things. Now it is frequently happening in different sections. So don't know how. What kind of message or intention you have to show that these things are happening, and this kind of awareness to the Indian community also, as well as the new students or new people who are migrating. It's very a different way of taking.
Right. So another thing is that it's just not about any particular country or community, but this is, I saw that this film has a universal theme. So the gambling addiction is quite universal. So that is exactly why I made this film in English itself. So that I would like to spread this film to to the entire world. So in some way. So.
Hi, Anji. My name is Arvind. Thanks, Kanaji, for inviting me for this show. I think I met you before the show starts. I think he's from Kerala, right? We know he's from Kerala. Yeah, and I'm the only one from Kerala, I think, for watching today. And thanks for inviting me. I made 3 films here, short films here, and I know how tough it is. I'm feeling so much respect and admiration towards you in making such kind of movie along with your job and all. And the thing that I really like, the way that you have psychologically conveyed the message to, because I have associated with addiction centers and also any addiction other than not only this gambling, right? It won't make you monster over the night. So I have read that the addiction will gradually eliminate the humanity in your mind. So the gradual elimination, they have portrayed really well, very slowly, subtle, without any much more drama and all. I really liked it, and would love to know how did you make it along with your profession and how tough it was. And also I watched the snippet of your documentary today morning that Kalaji shared with me. That is also awesome, and I wanted to watch fully. And thanks for putting it together. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Congrats, Arun, for making such a nice film. Just one question is, you selected some characters, like these are all never seen. I mean, obviously, not a stars, like Indian stars or anyone.
Right.
What's the reason behind for you to select these common? They look everyone common, like us. Rather than anyone from the film industry to showcase yourself that you are making such a wonderful film. is that you are trying to show as it as a documentary or a film? What's the reason for that?
So I want to keep the first of all, even though it is a real story, right? So some dramatization there definitely, but however, so as far as the casting, right? I want to keep as natural as possible. It should. I don't want it to sugarcoat in any way. That's first reason. Secondly, since it is happening to the some sort of common public, right? These kind of things. I think having some performers or artists, right, or actors. So if you have normal people, that would have more impact. But the challenge, there is also a challenge there. So oftentimes we will not be able to get a better output from common people. They should be, professional enough, and they should understand the story carefully, and also, give the better performance. So I think that's it. Make it look like a very common story for common people. There is a intentional casting there. So that's how I did actually.
Well, I know this story in 2012, and my son was 3 years old. We used to stay in New Jersey and Philadelphia area. So this was one of the disturbance, and I still feel it. But apart from that, and the choice of artists like Raghu, he did a fantastic job, and your chosen was great. And congratulations for all the best for all other next movies also.
Yeah, thank you.
Great
very
job,
much.
Andy.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah.
Hi, Arun Garu. Even I like the movie, and I go with Sush's comments. I like Raghu's character and the performance played by him. It is so good to watch and great. I don't know what is his name. I don't see it in the stallings.
Yeah, so his name is Keshav Binoy. So actually, he's one of his last film to give some credit to. Please, he's very fantastic actor. First of all, I watched one of his last film. Girls Will Be Girls in LA. So one of the film festival I watched. I watched like 10 minutes of the film, last film, and I realized that this is the guy. So I contacted him immediately, and he got me back next day itself. Then I sent him the script, and he immediately sent me an audition. So he did a fantastic job in the audition itself. So we decided that this is the guy. So that's how it happened. Unfortunately, he is not here today, but he's stuck in India. So yeah, that's how it happened actually.
Well, I don't have any questions. It's such a sad movie. Very well taken. Directed it very well. Arunji. Actors did a wonderful job. The story, when this happened, it took us a long time to forget. And then,
very well directed, and sad to see that it was a real incident. I didn't know about the story until I came here and saw the movie. But you never know, how to find that someone has this kind of gambling addiction, and how far they can go with this kind of thing. It's scary to learn about this.
Yeah. So thank you very much for that. I'm sorry. I know it's unfortunately it's happened. So that is one of the
Arun's
reasons I
friend.
would like to really bring this to our attention, and it's just it's important to be aware of the this kind of stories as well. It's just now history, but I think it's very important to know a little bit of these kind of stories as well. Yeah.